Hey, hello guys. How are you doing? This is Vanati. Let's start the video with our motto: winning is a choice and we choose to win always. So now we are going to see about how Nifty, Bank Nifty and a few stocks like ICICI Bank, Reliance will move in next week. So let me take the Nifty chart. This is 30 minutes time frame. So the Nifty has broken. Have you seen a, it is somewhat like a channel, but I will draw a trend line. Okay, so the trend line was broken and Nifty was moving upside, and we are seeing some resistance around this level. Like you can say 16,000, 16,080 to 16,100. Okay, so if Nifty sustain 16,100, then we can move towards 140, 140. Then this again will act as a resistance where it is 102.51. Okay, so sustaining 16,100 will make the price to move towards 16,240, and above that it have to sustain, and then only we can move further up, like 16,300, 16,360. So first of all it should sustain the zone 16,080 to 16,100 to move towards 16,240. If it sustains 16,240 to 260, then it can move towards 16,360. On the other hand, if it breaks down below, then it will find a support around 16,000. Okay, 16,000 and 15,960. So you can call it like a zone between this level. Okay, so 15,950 to 16,000 will act as a zone, and if the price is unable to sustain above 16,100, then it will move towards here, and again it will try to take support and move towards upside. So if the price is moving within this range, then it will be a range bound market for few days. It have to move upside, or it have to fall below this, breaking this support zone. Okay, so that the trend will be having strength to move. Sustaining 16,100 will have the will move to 16,250 with some strength, and breaking this support zone will make it to fall down with some strength, and otherwise this zone like 15,950 to 16,100 will act as a range bound market if the price moves in between this zone. Okay, so if it moves above the zone or moves below the zone, then the trend will have some strength, otherwise range. So let I hope it will move upside and sustains, and it will move towards 16,240, and then 16,360. On the other hand, if it breaks downside, then the fall will be more. Okay, so now let's take a bank nifty chart and see how it is performing. So this is bank nifty chart. So I'll draw a trend line. uh, if we draw a trend line, if I connect the upper 2 points and draw, means it is still it is not crossing the line. On the other hand, if I draw this trend line, like instead of taking that, if I draw a trend line connecting these 2 points, then it is somewhat like the price has already taken support and it is moving upside. Okay, so last week we have seen the price will take support around this zone, like a 34,500 or 34,460 level, but still the price didn't touch that level, and still it is moving upside only. So if it sustains 34,840, then it will move towards 35,000, then 35,200, till where it will go 35,400, and again it will be having facing resistance around 35,400 to 500, and if it sustains then it will move towards 36,000. Okay, so this is the support zone, 34,460 to 34,500, and this week it did not touch that, and next is resistance is 34,800. If it sustains above 34,800, then it will move towards 35,000, then 35,000 260, then 35,400, and 400 to 500 will act as a somewhat support zone, and again it will move towards 36,000. On the other hand, if it is unable to move upside, then it have to break this zone 34,460. It have to break, and it may move towards 33,800. Okay, so next support zone is 33,780, but now it is breaking the trend line, and it is moving upside, so we hope it will move upside this week. So now let's see Reliance, HDFC Bank. So HDFC Bank and HDFC result is coming today, I think, and it will have an impact. It is a heavyweight stock, and both in Bank Nifty and Nifty, HDFC Bank and HDFC is having more uh, more power to move. So as of now, where is the nearby resistance? This is the resistance zone. Okay, so it have to sustain above this mm, level, and still it have to break this zone, and you can, if you draw a trend line like this, then connecting those 2 points, then it has broken the trend line and it is moving towards this line, and it have to sustain above this trend line and the support level, to move towards 1400, and then 1400 to 1010 will act as a resistance again, then it have to sustain to move upside, otherwise it have to sustain above the trend line and also the support level, which is nothing but that is 1370. So if it sustains 1370, then it will move towards 1400, and 1400 to 1410 will act as again resistance or support zone, and it have to sustain it to decide the trend direction. Okay, so now let's see the ICICI Bank also. On the ICICI Bank, it is somewhat like a very clear. You can draw a trend line like. Mm, if you draw a trend line, it will be like this. So the price is moving upside, and if it sustains above 754, and then it will move towards 760, then 764, and 770. So 750 to 754, ICICI Bank have to sustain to move towards 760, 764, and 768, then again it will have a resistance around this level to move further. Let me take Reliance chart. Okay, so Reliance we are seeing for of the past 2 weeks, and see still it is unable to take support or break the support. It is still in the testing the support zone. Why it is happening is like this fall was heavy, like from here it fall down, right? So the fall was heavy, and once the if the when the fall is heavy, it won't have the energy to move upside at once. It should gain some strength to move upside. That's why it is still testing the support zone to gain some momentum, some strength, some volume gain, so that it will have the strength to move upside. Still it is not having the mind to break the support zone. That's why it is still moving around the support level, and to break this. And also the range was narrowing nowadays. See here, the range was 2461. Now the range has become this like 2435. Now the range was getting narrower, like 24, you can say 2440 also. 2440, that zone, it have to break upside to move upside further, and again we are having resistance around this area. So it should gain some volume strength to decide the trend direction, whether to move upside or whether to fall down. It should gain some strength. Till now it is not gaining strength, and I think a few more days it will be in this range, this small range, and then only it will try to break out upside or downside, but it will be mostly, it will be a false breakout, and then only it will gain strength to move further, because the volume is not that much encouraging here. Okay, so let us see TCS, because IT stocks are falling for a long time, right? So TCS 30 minutes time frame is somewhat like still it is in downtrend. If I take 1 hour time frames, then it has broken the important support here around 3020 in 29. That 3030 level was acted as a support, and it has broken down, and it have to sustain above this level to move upside. Okay, so sustaining the 3440 or 3050, then only it will move upside, otherwise the downtrend will continue. Okay, so it is in clear downtrend till now, but if it is trying to sustain above 3050, then it can pull back around this level, and again if it has the strength, then only it can move upside, or otherwise it will be a pullback and it will again fall down. So it's a clear downtrend, and still it is not having the bullish strength to move upside. Let's see what will happen next week. So, as I told you, remember the levels I have given for Nifty, Bank Nifty, and we will see with more analysis next week. That's all for today. This is Vanati signing off. Remember, you can always trade